There was once a young man named Rhan who lived in a quiet valley surrounded by tall, whispering mountains. Rhan was known for his strength and passion, but he was also known for his quick temper. If someone said something unkind, he would shout back. If plans fell apart, he would slam doors. If he failed, he would sit alone, seething in silent fury. People admired his talents, but they feared his anger. One day, the village elder, a serene man named Master Weir, called Rhan to his home. "You have great power inside you, Rhan," said Master Weir, sitting by the window as sunlight streamed over his white hair. "But right now, your emotions control you more than you control them." "I am not weak," Rhan snapped. "I just feel deeply. I cannot help it." Master Weir smiled gently, as if he had heard these words 1,000 times. "If you truly cannot help it, then you are like a dry leaf, carried wherever the wind decides. Come with me tomorrow," he said. "I will show you something." Reluctantly, Rhan agreed. The next morning, before the sun rose, Master Weir led Rhan up a narrow trail into the mountains. They walked for hours until they reached a small, hidden lake, a perfect circle of still water tucked between the cliffs. The surface was so calm it reflected the sky like a mirror. "Throw a stone into the lake," Master Weir said. Confused but obedient, Rhan picked up a stone and tossed it into the water. Ripples spread out in perfect circles, breaking the reflection. "What do you see?" Master Weir asked. "The lake is disturbed," Rhan said. "Exactly. And if you watch, you see something else." They stood in silence. After a few minutes, the water grew still again. The perfect mirror returned. "This lake," Master Weir said, "is like your mind. When an event, a harsh word, a disappointment, falls into it, it causes ripples. It is natural, but if you do not stir it further, if you do not throw more stones, it will return to peace on its own." Rhan frowned. "But it's hard. When I feel anger, it rises so fast. I don't throw stones on purpose." Master Weir smiled again. "You are right. Emotions rise like storms without warning. But you have two choices when they come. You can react immediately, throwing more stones, shouting, blaming, clenching your fists. Or you can watch. You can stand back like we are doing now, letting the ripples pass." "But what if the anger is too strong?" Rhan asked. Master Weir reached into his bag and pulled out a small flame enclosed in a glass lantern. "This flame," he said, "is like your anger. It needs two things to live, fuel and air. If you stop giving it fuel, by not replaying insults in your mind, by not feeding your pride, and if you close the air, by slowing your breathing, by sitting quietly, the flame shrinks. It doesn't disappear instantly, but it becomes manageable." He handed Rhan the lantern. "Hold it." As Rhan held the lantern, Master Weir closed the vents. Slowly, the flame weakened, growing smaller and smaller until it was just a dim glow. "See," the elder whispered, "the power was always in your hands." From that day, Rhan began practicing. Whenever someone said something cruel, he imagined the stone hitting the lake. He wanted to throw more stones, to shout and defend himself, but he remembered the stillness of the water. He sat quietly instead, feeling the first ripple of anger rise and then watching it fall. When he failed at a task, his heart burned with shame. He wanted to give up, to blame others, to punish himself. But he imagined a little flame inside him, and he would take a deep breath, close his eyes, and slowly start a fire by refusing to feed it with hateful thoughts. At first, it was hard. Sometimes he failed, reacting out of habit. But over time, something strange happened. People who once avoided him started seeking his advice. They noticed how he listened calmly, even when situations were chaotic. They trusted him because he had become like the lake, reflective, deep, and steady. One evening, years later, a boy from the village ran to Rhan. "Master Rhan," he cried, "two men are fighting. They're yelling in the square." Rhan calmly put down his work and walked to the square. The men were red-faced, their words sharp as knives. Rhan did not shout to silence them. He simply stood between them like a great tree rooted in the earth, breathing deeply, speaking slowly. His presence alone began to calm the others. Later, the boy asked, "How did you do that, Master?" Rhan smiled, the same way Master Weir had smiled at him years ago. "Control of others begins with control of yourself," he said. "And control of yourself begins with understanding. Your emotions are real, but they are visitors, not masters." He gazed up at the mountains where the secret lake lay hidden under the stars. You do not stop the ripples by fighting them. You stop them by understanding that they pass. Moral: controlling your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them or pretending they don't exist. It means observing them, understanding their nature, and patiently letting them pass, just like ripples on a lake or a flame that grows weaker when not fed. Let's learn from the story. One quiet valley, meaning a peaceful, low area between mountains. Example: Rhan lived in a quiet valley where everything felt calm and safe. Two whispering mountains, meaning mountains described as if they are softly speaking, meaning the wind or the feeling around them is gentle and mysterious. Example: the whispering mountains made the valley feel magical. 3. Quick temper, meaning someone who gets angry very fast. Example: Rhan had a quick temper and would shout when upset. 4. Seething, meaning feeling very angry but not showing openly, boiling with emotion inside. Example: he sat alone, seething after he failed. 5. Serene, meaning very calm, peaceful, and untroubled. Example: Master Weir was a serene man who stayed calm in every situation.